I'm going to be honest with you, being a professional artist isn't what you think it is. After 23 years as a professional artist with over 2 million followers across social media, I've seen hundreds of talented artists quit. Not because they lack skill, not because they weren't good enough, but because nobody warned them about these 5 brutal realities that destroy art careers. And here's what keeps me up at night. Right now, as you're watching this, one of these 5 things is quietly sabotaging your art career. And you might not even realize it until it's too late. The last one on this list, it's the biggest threat we've ever faced as artists, and it's changing everything. But if you understand it, it might just be your greatest opportunity. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself. I'm David Garibaldi. For the past 23 years, I've built my career as a professional artist, performing live art at events around the world, creating music-inspired artwork, and building a community of over 2 million followers across social media. I've had incredible highs and soul-crushing lows. I've made every mistake you can imagine, and I've learned hard lessons that nobody teaches you in art school. Today, I want to share 5 brutal truths that separate artists who make it and those who don't. Distractions are at an all-time high, and they're killing your creative potential. Here's what nobody tells you. Every quick check of social media is interrupting the most valuable thing you as an artist have. Your creative flow. You know that feeling when you're deep in your work, completely immersed, where time disappears and the art just flows through you. That's not just a nice feeling. That's where our best work lives. That's where growth happens. But distractions destroy this. And right now, they're worse than they've ever been. However long you can keep from being distracted will directly determine how fast you'll be able to grow in your career. But let me share a solution that changed everything for me. Start with setting time boundaries. There's a saying I love: a new life is not created by old habits. Just as an experiment, give yourself set times in a day to respond to messages and emails. I know it feels uncomfortable at first. I know you're worried you'll miss something important, but trust me on this. Use the do not disturb feature on your phone. And the beautiful thing is you can actually determine who can reach you when it's turned on, so emergencies still get through. Take advantage of that protected time to find your creative flow. Your art and your career will thank you. Let's talk about comparisons. Comparison is crushing your confidence daily, and you might not even notice it's happening. Picture this: you open Instagram and immediately an artist pops up on your feed with hundreds of thousands of views. Their technique is incredible and the engagement is off the charts. And in that moment, that tiny, seemingly insignificant moment, something breaks inside. These small moments compound. They throw off your whole day. You think, I'm not good enough. I'll never get there. What's the point? At least that's how I feel. I've been there. And even after 23 years, I'm still catching myself doing this. So here's the shift that saves me. Set a goal for how much you want to create and share within a month. This gives you some time. Then, and this part is crucial, you should only be comparing what you've produced. Are you creating more than last month? Are you improving? Are you showing up? That's the only comparison that matters. And there's something I started doing that changed my entire mindset. When I see other artists winning, I congratulate them. I leave comments of love and encouragement, because one day when I'm winning, I'm gonna need that. One day when you're winning, you're gonna need that. So send that same energy out. I promise you it'll come back. Build others up, and you'll build yourself up in the process. Let's talk about cash flow. Slow cash flow will make you feel like you just gotta question everything, and it hits harder than you think. When you're between sales or going through a slow season, the first place our minds go is dark. And you know that question, maybe it's time to quit. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. Listen to me. Storms come, but they don't last forever. Slow sales seasons are the hardest because we immediately think something's wrong with us. We wonder, what did we do wrong? What did I do to scare people away? Here's what I do when sales slow down. First, I take one day to get the studio in order. I just clean. I know it sounds simple, but it gives me a small win. And honestly, it removes clutter and makes space to think about the bigger picture of my career. Then for the rest of the day, I send emails and texts to past clients. minutes. I check in just to say hello. I tell them how grateful I am for them. And don't make it about selling. Just open the door for conversation, for mutual encouragement. You'd be surprised how often this leads somewhere. Maybe they're ready for new art for their collection. Maybe they know someone who is. Or maybe they just needed to hear from you. It's also a good reminder to tell them that you're still here and you're still creating. So slow seasons aren't stop signs. They're opportunities to nurture the relationships that maybe you were too busy before to do. And they're the same ones that got you here. Let's talk about feeling disconnected. Isolation will make you question if anyone cares about you or your work. Working alone in the studio can easily make you think that nobody cares about what you're creating. And add to that a lack of engagement online. Algorithms that don't show your work to new followers or even to the people that are already following you. And it's easy to feel completely alone in these times. I get it. I've been there countless times. But here's what I need you to remember. When you started creating, the art you make speaks on behalf of a group of people. For me, it was my early music art, and now I perform at a lot of charity galas, connecting with communities that need hope and beauty. So when I want to feel connected again, I go to the people. I show up for them in those places. And this is what I recommend for the best solution when you're feeling disconnected, is to show up for someone else. Go to the gallery opening, attend a community event, support another artist's show, volunteer your art for a cause you believe in. Just imagine how appreciated you'll feel when someone else is genuinely excited to see you. That connection is real, and it'll fuel your work in ways social media can never. All right, let's talk about it. The AI slop art. This is the fifth and most brutal truth, and this one's gonna change everything for us. AI generated art is flooding the world. We know this, but it's making you feel like what you're becoming is irrelevant. Yes, the world is moving fast. AI art generation, special effects becoming accessible to everyone. Technology advancing at light speed. So it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. As an artist, you just want to paint more. You want to create more. But every day the world makes you feel like what you do is truly a dying art. I hear you, I feel you, this one hurts, and I know this one's scary. But here's the truth that I hope sets you free. You're building trust with real people. That's something AI could never do. And this is why you need to share more, post more, let people build a relationship with your growth as a creative and, as most important, a human being. Yes, the world has shifted. We cannot stop that. But there are more artists today than ever before. Technology has always evolved, and art has always survived and, get this, thrive. So you don't need to compete with AI. You need to stand out in your niche and in your community. You don't need to be like everyone. You just need to be loved by the ones that matter. Let them make AI slop while you create beauty and trust. I genuinely believe that people will grow tired quickly of the emptiness that technology makes them feel. And that's when they'll come looking for something real, something made by human hands, something with soul. This is your opportunity to be even more real, more true, and more beautifully human. Listen, if these brutal truths resonated with you, you're not alone, and every professional artist faces these battles. The difference is knowing that they exist and having the tools to fight back. I hope these insights were helpful, and if you want more content like this, real talk about the professional art journey, no sugarcoating, I'd be honored if you subscribe to the Art Supply Members Club. Keep creating, keep showing up, keep being beautifully, imperfectly human. I'll see you in the next video.